So this will be my take on the Ed Marlowe Princess card trick. Cards can be shuffled, and we start from a impromptu situation. The spectator can openly look with me, and we select a section of cards we want to use. So they could point anywhere they like. Let's say they go over here. Okay, they specifically ask for this section, and we'll interchange them so we can add more interest. So we're going to use these sets of cards. We're going to use like a couple, let's say 5 cards. And this is going to be more of a mind reading demonstration than anything else. So the cards we got for today is the 2, 8, Ace, 10. Hopefully everyone can see this. I'm trying to get into that focus zone. So 2, 8, Ace, 10, 9. So 2, 8, 10, 9. So I want the spectator to think of one of these cards, okay? Free choice. They can think of any one and change their mind as much as they like. Eventually solidify their mind upon one of the cards. And they got it. Okay, so they got one. Got one in your mind? Okay. I'm going to look directly at them. I look directly at them. Okay. And I'm getting a vision of what their card could be. Okay, I think I got one. Let's see right here. Okay, so I'm gonna get this card. I'm gonna put it in my back pocket, and this will be the prediction we're going to use. By the way, and I could openly ask, what was the card you were thinking of? You could be open. I've already made my prediction. I have to stand by it. And they would say, in this case, let's say they mentioned the Ace of Hearts in this case. And I would go, that's interesting. And I could openly show you all the cards. 10, 9, 8, 2. It's odd. And I'm being as fair as I possibly can. Doesn't seem like your aces amongst there. Is there? And then they would say, "Look, show me the cards." Oh, okay. There you go. Check them out. And oh yeah, that prediction. One card in my back pocket. You said Ace of Hearts, right? Yeah, that's exactly what I predicted. Simple, nice, easy, mental prediction effect. And that is a princess card trick. My take. Originally created, I believe, from Edward Marlowe, where he popularized. Anyways, enjoy. So if you made it this far, give the video a like and a sub if you can. That would be much appreciated. So on to the explanation of this effect. This effect is an effect I've just kind of thought about for years, but never really had a solution to, or just the one that's really, really rudimentary, easy to go about it. Di Vernon had multiple ways to do his, and I believe his version was in the Chronicles of Di Vernon. Or it's like an Inner Secret. It's like one, or it could be an Inner Secrets of Card Magic. Either or. And what I wanted to do was to be able to do the effect kind of as a mental effect, but make it really, really easy. And this is kind of what I've come up with. So cards start out shuffled. They really do. It's a really impromptu thing. And you're going to make it as presenting a mental feat, which it technically is. So we go across cards and you say, I want you to point to a specific section of cards you kind of like. And you could open it in a spread. Sorry, I'm not aware of the limited angle. So we spread on through, and they can point to any specific section they want of cards, and we'll use that. But you do want a little bit of contrast to it. It's not like all red cards of that nature. I mean, you could, but it makes it more visual just to have different colors and stuff. So let's say they go around this area. They stop anywhere. And it's not like a selection because it's going to be thought of. You can even openly mention. You're going to think of a selection in a bit. So you show like a couple cards. So you say, we're going to use a couple cards. And so you can openly show 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the cards. And then we get a break below another card, a random card. And then we just add it as we turn the deck away. So we got the 5 plus 6. 1 making total 6 cards. The 1 being at the back. Now, the reasoning for 5 cards instead of 4 is I've tested among spectators. 5 is just that number where it starts becoming a mental effect and not something like you're gaming someone. And it seems really, really fair. Making sure I don't have a card in my back pocket yet. from the performance. So we got these cards, and we can show them off. Take the last one as double. So you say, what we got for today? The Jack, the 6, the King, 7, and 5. And you can openly show it to them. Okay? And they can memorize any one they want. Okay? And they can even change their mind if they want, as much as they want, up to the last second. And they got one. Okay? And then how we continue on from here is interesting. Okay? Well, actually, after this next part. So we look at them. So I'm going to try to turn the hand over, and then we look directly at them. And we ask them, I want you to think of your card. Okay, I'm going to try to look with you and really think of it. I'm going to actually go in and I'm going to remove one. And you look like you're fiddling with all the cards, to which you can. But when you're ready, what you do is you pull out the top card. Okay, it's very secretly, or very discreetly, like pulling out one, and you just pull it out. With this action, it covers it because it could be from anywhere. You could do the same action and mimic it. It could be from second, third, fourth. So it's like a Jay Sankey-esque gesture. And so I'm feeling like I'm going to remove one, pull one out, and I don't show the back towards them because it's the random card, not really to any of the 5 we memorize, so we don't want to show that. But we do pull it out, show it, the back, and so I'm going to place this in my back pocket, making sure not to flash. And then you say, what card were you thinking of? Because I can't change my mind. And you keep these faces towards itself. Do not show any of them to the audience members yet. And as we're asking them, we set it up in a spread, pushing off and maintaining double for the last one. 1, 2, 3. The last one's a double. And then we are in this position. And then we ask, or are asking, what was the name of the card you were thinking of? And then depending on how they respond, we are going to act appropriately. And they all end up in the same situation, which is we're going to, in the same way, pretty much, after just squaring everything up, they all end up in a Ascanio spread. So let's say in the context, to make it easier to understand, say it was a King of Spades. They mentioned, so what was the card you were thinking of? Oh, King of Spades, you said? That's quite interesting. I could actually show the cards, and King of Spades doesn't seem to be here. And well, really, do you happen to choose King of Spades? And then you can go to your back pocket, and then palm. And we're going to go into more detail on this, and then show the card. But the general situation is that we do an Ascanio, no matter the situation, we do an Ascanio at that, we get the cards in the correct position, we do an Ascanio showing all the cards very fairly, which we'll cover, don't worry, and then we palm it off and then produce it, leaving that extra card still in our pocket, okay? So, situation, we're going to cover all 5 situations because we got, or rather, 4 situations because of needing to display the card, okay? Actually 5, sorry. Take it back. 5 ways to produce it, show the card disappear. So we need to show 5 ways the card can disappear, okay? So we have 5 cards in our hand, we have a random card in our back pocket, and we need to show these cards as 4, and that their card is really gone, okay? Sounds complicated, but it's not because I've already worked out all the hard parts. Let's say in the worst case scenario, it was a Jack of Spades, okay? That's why we want the cards towards ourselves. I spread the cards out, they say Jack of Spades, they're like, that's very interesting. So then what I do is I can even do a little spread right like this, whichever. But what we want is to get this Jack to 3rd from the back, or any card to be 3rd from the back for the Ascanio setup. So, being at the front, how do we get there? I'm just being clever and just improvising. I say, oh, that's interesting. And then I literally take the double and just put it at the front of the Jacks. Okay? That's all I do. Literally. Let me reset up. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? This is the last one's a double. What was the name of your card? Or what was the card you were thinking of? Jack of Spades. And immediately I'm just like, I'm not even looking at it almost, or I look away as I do it, like haphazardly. And I go, oh, that's interesting. And then I do the Ascanio, spread, out, down, out, up, middle finger, out, and then you can show all 4 cards. And then the actual dropping part, so I covered this in the previous video, but out, down, out, up, middle finger, So this one was contacted by forefinger. This one will be contacted. The last one will be contacted by middle, pulling out. And this double right here is concealing the fifth card. Okay, and we show that their card is now gone. Yay! So then we take the double, give it a little. This is a tendency I do to keep the double from splitting. I tend to just do a slight bend and then drop it. And if I wasn't holding it for that long, I just do it. It normally stays. And even if there is a small gap or flash, I can shade it with the front of my hand and then continue dropping so everything is copacetic, which is kind of nice. So going back to the flash, so we're concealing again the jack of spades in this case. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What card were you thinking of? Oh, jack of spades. Oh, that's interesting. And I just noted it. I already started the move as soon as he said jack of spades because I want to create the cover, and I'm not even looking at the cards because it wouldn't even matter because the jack of spades would supposedly be in my pocket. I do the Ascanio. Okay, lightly bend the double, and you work to keep that double from splitting. So we do the Ascanio. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can just openly display however you want, and you're just able to show that that jack is gone. So one final time. Sorry. So one final time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is for the first card. We ask them, what's the name of your card? They say jack of spades. I already do the cut, adding 2 cards because the bottom double, just put on top. Now it is in perfect position. Third from the back or just in the middle. Yeah, I think that works even better, just in the middle. We do an Ascanio. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm able to show that everything's copacetic. Okay. Wow, I need to go back a little bit. I'm going out of frame a lot. My apologies. We do an Ascanio. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And one last time. We're trying to keep jack concealed. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. It makes it look like gives perception 4 cards, even though this back one's double. Okay. They ask for 4. You ask them what was the card they were thinking of. They mentioned the jack. I immediately cut it as they're saying it because I already know. And then I say, jack, that's interesting. And then I do the Ascanio, out, down, out, up, down. Okay. Concealing this double is concealing the jack. Pull it out. Do a little quick pinch to keep the double here. Drop. You can turn this card down, up. Looks fancy as fudge. Then we say, yeah, it doesn't seem like you're, seems like I nailed it that time. And it's creating a casualness of it. And relaxing, making casual comments as you just noted. So I could be able to palm the card. Okay. You can turn the cards up, drop them to the table, or you can just do the Genie Hugar Fred Browie moment. Toss the cards over as you go to the back, going south with the hand. Going to your pocket. Producing the card, turning it over because you don't want to flash the face prematurely. Holding it by the corner because this makes it look more real than this. This looks like you're palming, see? But this looks fancy. And then he says, yeah, really was that jack of spades. And you don't look surprised either because why would you be surprised if you nail a prediction? Well, I guess you could be, but rather you've done it, you already know it's going to work. So then why you... I go with the case you wouldn't be surprised, so I don't act surprised through it. It's like, oh yeah, you jack spades, I nailed it. Like it's just matter of factly. That's the way we would want to approach this effect for this context. It's just matter of factly. Oh yeah, I nailed it. And for the other ones, I should mention for the other ones before I forget. I was about to forget. My apologies. And for the others, because I only covered the top one. Okay. We still got the 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it's just a similar scenario. And these are the ideas I've come up with just being creative. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say it's the second card. And in this case, it's the 5 of hearts. Okay. So in the 5 of hearts case, what do? I kind of... Let me see if I do that. There are a couple different opportunities you can do. You can do all 4. And then... we could have all 4. They name 5 of hearts. And I go, that's interesting. That's interesting. And as I do that separation, I'm taking this 5 of hearts, from the second from the face, and as I'm going, that's interesting, which is an open gesture. No one can really see what's going on. It just looks like I'm separating the cards. Like, that's interesting. That's interesting. And so what I'm doing is I am taking that 5, and I'm just taking with the thumb and slipping it off as I separate like this. So again, slow motion, double right here. Pull off the 5. You wouldn't want to do this to the audience, but I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. As we go, that's interesting. So we have it against the audience, and we go, what was the card you're thinking of? 5 of hearts? That's interesting. And so now then we square up all the cards. Now getting that 5 into the middle position. And then same thing happens before. Now that it's in Ascanio position, we can now do an Ascanio, do double, drops, 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 drops. Show the cards empty. Turn over the cards. Make a casual comment. Relax. Palm. Palm goes to pocket. And then we show the card selection. Okay. Middle position. Let's say for the Jack. Let's use different card. So let's say the King of Spades is in the middle. Okay. This time it's the King of Spades in the middle. That they were thinking of. So you're just adapting to the situation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. They mentioned King of Spades. Just literally square up the cards. You don't have to do anything, which is what I opted for in the performance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Clean. Square up the cards. Make a casual comment. Get a break or do whatever kind of palm you want. I don't care. It can be sloppy as long as you're not flashing. Go to pocket. Produce. Okay. Now here's where things get interesting. Second from the back. I'm trying to remember what I did. While I did improvise these solutions initially, you can come up with your own whatever way you do it, just in a casual manner. Do an Ascanio, show that's not there, and then just produce the card matter of factly that you did read their minds. Again, that's the whole perception of it. So let's say it's 7 of diamonds. 7 diamonds in this case. There's 5 cards. 7 of diamonds. What I would do in this case is I would actually just grab it, just take it. I show 4 cards. What was the card you were thinking of? And they mention it, and I go, that is interesting. That is interesting. And I could just take this double. I know there's probably better ways. I probably had a better way, but I'm blanking right now. I just take the 7 diamonds, double, and just put it behind the Jack right here, just 1 card in front. And that squares everything up for the Ascanio spread. And then you can show that everything's all good and that the 7 diamonds is gone, per se. And same thing. Make casual comments, relax, palm off, and then go to pocket. And then for the final card, which is at the very back, the, let's just say 6 diamonds. Let's just, there. So we got the 6 diamonds, let's just say. Okay, and 6 diamonds at the back of the pack, they were mentioning that one. Okay, and then this becomes very, very easy. There's multiple options for the last one. This is really, really good. Because you had the cards separated like this, it's in perfect position. So you say, what's the name of the card you were thinking of? And I mentioned 6 diamonds. You can literally, no moves, just turn it over and then just show that it's gone. Yeah, really it's gone. Turn the hand over, palm it off. That's one idea. Another idea, if you really want to do the display, which isn't even necessary, you do this, turn it over, palm it off. It's like the dream effect, what you really wanted out of the thing. Just turn over, palm it off, go to pocket, you're done. Okay? But in another case, if you really want to, you go, yeah, don't even see it here. That's interesting. Then you take the top 2 cards that you had before, okay? Take top 2, put them on bottom very casually. You know, that's interesting. You could do a second display, which really isn't necessary. Do display, the same Ascanio spray we covered before. Show the cards are gone. Make casual comments, relax, palm. Okay, go to pocket, produce the card. Okay, so that's all 5. I literally covered 5 different methods of getting to that Ascanio position. And you can come up with other ways. They're probably better than these ones. But hey, got the general idea. You Ascanio, you palm, you go to pocket, which is great. And you're not going to end totally 100% clean. I mean, Yeah, I mean, if you put the cards in the pocket for a second, you just say, oh, I'm going to put the cards away. Oh, wait, you know what? I'll come back now. And that's a way you can pick up that extra card. It's like, yeah, I'm good. Oh, wait, I actually want to do another effect. And then you can just add that card and then you clean up. So, yeah. It's just a great little trick, a little quick mental feat. And it could be repeated again. You just have to restart the entire thing. Just shuffle up, have another thing. It can be repeated basically ad infinitum. But people start to catch on with the idea of this Scania. So you likely would only want to show it once. And it's really impressive that you can do an open-lid display as fair as you can. And that's the idea behind this Scania and this whole thing, is you do a clean display, they're not there, and you just do matter-of-factly that the card is really in your pocket. And there you go. And it's just boom. And it's, I don't know, I like it. It's my take on the Marlowe Princess card trick. And you know what? I'm just going to put it out there for others to enjoy, whoever seeks to enjoy it. So with that said, if you can, give this video a like, and if you haven't checked out this video or this video yet, definitely check them out, and I will see you in the next video.